Hi, I'm Lauren from LSP Actions. Welcome to this quick overview tutorial using the LSP Dreamy Butterfly Overlays. If you haven't already, please watch video tutorial number 1 where I show you step by step how to install the actions, get butterflies into your library, how to quickly get started and use these for best practices, tips and tricks. This is a really super quick video where I'm just showing you a demo of the butterflies and a few additional tricks that you can use to get them to blend with your images. So let's dive in. So this image here, really beautiful shot, sniffing the lilacs. Butterflies love these flowers. These are literally known as butterfly flowers. So let's add butterflies in. I'm going to use the Photoshop actions. First of all, we'll go for something nice and natural. Some natural butterflies to get around the time of year this photo was shot, and then we'll go for something a little more whimsical. So I'm going to click to add the butterflies first. Let's go for something beautiful and natural that you'd get around this time of year. So I'm not looking into the colour mixes. I'm not looking at the glass or the purple Colorado hares. How about we could go for monarch butterflies? We could go for tortoiseshell, marsh fritillary butterflies. I hand reared and released those. They're actually a little endangered where we are at the moment. So I reared them, took photos of them and then released them. It was a beautiful project. How about we go for a monarch group? I'm just going to go for a gentle group here. And the great thing about these is you can add them in and then you can, you can always, if it's not the right one for you, just delete it and try again. So I'm looking at the butterflies that are most in focus and sharpest, and I'm going to resize from there and think how big should they be with this image. Let's add a butterfly. On the, its eyes are looking that way, so I want to add a butterfly kind of sitting on the lilacs without obscuring his face too much. So it looks like this butterfly settling down. The layer mask is selected with a black brush already, so I'm just going to go and just fade these ones a little bit because the brush is on a 25% flow. It means we can just click around and fade, or you can go over and completely remove. Any that don't make sense in the sizing with our particular image, I'm just going to take away. So I'm taking away these tiny ones just by coming over them. And there we go. The blend paint, because this image is mostly green, you can see it's come up with a kind of an olive green tone. So I'm going to hit a white brush and just blend these in a little. And what this is doing is just going to blend them with the overall toning of the image. Try it out. If you don't think it works, all you need to do is turn that layer off and on and off. Oops. Let's get the image back, shall we? Or you can change the opacity. You can also change the blend mode. So I'm on contrast paint. I'm going to grab a brush, just add a little contrast to this one. This is our focal butterfly. I'm also going to paint a shadow under because we want some shading underneath this guy here. So I'm going to grab the brush, make it nice and small. To paint a shadow, I like to kind of squash the brush down, and if you're on a soft round you can do this and angle it up so the shadow makes sense. And hit enter. Let's use the square bracket keys to just make that brush a little larger. With white selected, I can now paint under the butterfly. And because of the shadow, it means, because I've, tweaked this brush around, let's make it a touch rounder, a little smaller, it means I can paint shadow more professionally where it needs to go. Switching to black will calm the shadow down. You can switch between a black and white brush by hitting X on your keyboard. So now we have a little shading underneath that butterfly too. Let's add a little more. Switching between black and white, paint on and off, just till we get a decent looking shadow. Selecting the butterfly layer, we can also add, some darkening, any colour change and colour boost, but I don't think we need to for this image. I am going to click the blur though with a brush set to white And I'm just going to add a little more blurring to some of these butterflies. Just so the focal attention is really in. In fact, let's hit on the layer mask, the white layer mask of the actual butterfly layer. Black, I'm just going to remove this guy. And maybe this one, so that we have all of that attention in. And there you go, turn the butterfly and the shadow off, before and after. Now let's add something a little more whimsical. I'm going to apply butterfly plus layers. And let's go for perhaps some of the Colorado hair butterflies. These are purple and very beautiful. These are definitely more your fantasy butterfly scene. And I'm going on the size of the smallest butterflies to resize. And what you can do straight away is you can apply another one if you wanted to. How about with some of the polio butterflies? So we have some blue and purple. I'm just going to remove any of these that don't serve the scene by just grabbing a black brush and hitting the layer mask. And there we go, we're done. And you can resize, you can move at any point, you can drag them around just to fit and suit your image beautifully. Really good fun. If you haven't already, please watch the main tutorial where I show you everything you need to know, or you can watch more of these mini tutorials to show you more tips and tricks and scenarios for using these butterflies. I can't wait to see what you create. I'm Lauren, thanks for watching.